Hello, and welcome to Fortune from Fae Tarot and Oracle card readings. This card reading is for the month of August and it is for Aries. It's for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aries, and it's general reading, so do ask that you take what's for you and leave what's for you behind, as there might be one sentence that's for one specific person only. Please do comment and let me know where you're listening to this. Let me know what you think, any questions you've got, also where your placement is of Aries. It's all very interesting. For this reading, we're going to be using the Gospel of Arabia, which is very old Italian magic, sort of more like pagan sort of magic. I'll also be using this traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, which has actually got 2 extra cards in it, so which are a bit random, but they were in there, so you have to. Oh, and they're all over the floor now. Hold on a sec. Yeah, like I said, there is 2 extra cards in this deck. There's an ace of balloons and an ace of hearts. So I don't know why they came in the deck, but I have given them their own meaning now, because if they turned up with them, I was meant to have them. So that deck is slightly different. We've also got Healing with the Angels, which I will be using as your pieces of advice at the end of the reading to help you get through this month of August. As I know it's the kids will be on summer holidays, so it can get quite busy for people. Although you might have a nice big holiday planned. Right, so let's see what we got for Aries. What themes, what sort of things are going to be cropping up in August? Secrecy. Hierarchy. The shadow. Right, you can't have, Aries can't have all of this deck. Can you please just pick one? There we go. Last one that won't go in. Divinity. Okay, so let's see what tarot cards are going to come out for you for this reading. So we've got 5 of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Queen of Swords, this one is jumping out, the Knight of Swords, the Empress, 3 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Queen of Cups. Seven of Swords. King of Cups. Oh, okay. There is some watery stuff going on in this section here. We've got very watery section. There is a lot of emotions hiding in those shadows, I think. The Eight of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. And the Eight of Wands. So let's see what we've got about secrecy. What does it say? You don't have to tell everyone what you're up to at all times. People only need to know what they need to know when they need to know. If you don't want to tell people, sometimes there's people that you shouldn't be telling things to. Everyone has their secrets, but there are a few that time won't ultimately reveal. Some things must be kept secret for one's own or another's protection. If someone trusts you with a secret, keep it. Confidentiality may be an issue at this time. Gossip cannot survive honest questioning. Shame is an ugly thing. Within fear hides its face. It buries freedom and innocence, and truth sinks without a trace. Yet secrecy can treasure protect, can yield a protective spell. We hold back what is most precious, so what is precious may not dispel. So it said that there is no good secrets, but in Aradia's time, secrecy was necessary if one followed the ancient ways of the goddess. So much like with witchcraft trials, it was something that was needed to be kept. So there's some sort of, not even necessarily, there's someone dealing with feelings of financial scarcity. And I don't think it's you. I think there's someone dealing with financial scarcity, or they feel they are. They feel like they're maybe not keeping up with everyone else, when that is just something ridiculous. You should just be doing what you can do with what you've got. Don't try and keep up with the other people at all times. It's important that you do your own thing and you stick to what you can afford to be doing. Like, don't go booking silly things if you don't need to. Living within your means. So there's some secrecy there about that. Got the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is sort of like high in the clouds. She's looking down on things. Make sure, keep your perspective in place when you're dealing with these thoughts. And if it's not yours to share, maybe you shouldn't be sharing it. We've also got the Hermit here, so you need to look within you for the answers to things. The answers are not without you, they are within you. And those secrets should be kept within you too. We've got hierarchy. So it's about being, not letting other people, feeling that other people are above you. Seek equality in all your relationships, both intimate and professional. Our patriarchal Western society has not allowed women full freedom and rights. How do you contribute to this? Power belongs to all, not just the wealthy. Justice requires change. Power plays an ugly game of catch and tag, of listen to your betters. One is stronger and has law, one ends up in fetters. Chain you down in laces, jail you within your sex. It is the prettiest prison, they say. Is our power only beauty and not the hex? So, as a woman with a small business, the people that I do business with most often tend to be other women who are in small business, and we try to work with others. It just happens to be how it is. Generally, there's a nice man there who's helping out at some point with a lot of the groups, a lot of the small businesses I go to. But generally the women are the figurehead, the person doing some of the work or the reason that it started. But you do need to make sure that you are seen and you're seeing yourself as a full person. And it's really empowering to join women's business groups because you can see what women are able to do. And also, if you can find somewhere where you fit in, you feel really comfortable, you don't have to get dressed up, you don't have to do all these things. So find yourself a place to fit in and make sure that those relationships are equal. There's no one who you're thinking is way above you. So we've got the Empress here. Yes, so the big boss lady, big boss power, fertility, able to grow abundance, all that's really important. You need to, the Knight of Swords, you need to forge forwards with your ideas. So go ahead with them and just don't like, you need to really put some energy into it and push forwards with it. These ideas, these things you're passionate about, put them into an idea and actually action them and move forward with them. And don't try to be too slow with it. Just go with, just put it out there and do it. The shadows, we all have a shadow side. Find balance in all things. Rest in the positive aspects of your shadow, like you would rest in the void of the dark moon. Some events and people leave long dark shadow over future happiness. Shine a light on dark situations. Is your shadow actually your strength? The shadow looms dark, the shadow looms long. Its siren calls, beckons, it sings a seductive song. You may not see it within you. It hides away in the blind spot. Behind you, within you, squeezing your will in a knot. So shadow work, it's about learning it's learning about yourself and about your darker side of yourself that maybe you try to hide from people and you try to hide from yourself because you don't like it. We all have a darker side to us that we try not to show to the world. But if you make friends with that darker side and you learn how to use that darkness in a good way, then people cannot criticize you because you will not be offended if someone says you're so and so. You'd be like, yes, I know, that's me. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. So let's just deal with that and see who accepts your shadow side, because they're not going to be able to criticize you if you're not going to take the criticism. So with this one, you've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. A lot of water energy, so a lot of emotions, a lot of spirituality. Learn to master the masculine and the feminine within you. No matter what body we're born in, we all have a certain element of masculine and feminine energy. And that's why some women maybe appear more masculine in energy and men can be softer. It's just how the energy comes out. But you've just got to own who you are and own that. And yeah, accept that and find the people that accept you for being who you are. And if there's something you don't like about yourself, maybe you need to work on making that a bit gentler and learning to accept it. You've got the 6 of Swords here. So there's some sort of, you're on a journey. There's water, so it could be an actual physical journey over water, or it could be an emotional, spiritual journey. But that boat is quite weighed down with those people and those ideas that you're taking with you. Maybe you need to take some of those out of the boat, go back and drop some of them there and say, you can't come on this journey with me. You can't share it with me. It's not for you, it's for me, and move forward. You've got divinity. So let's see what it says about divinity. Increase your connection with what you recognize as divine. Know that you have a spark of divinity within you. Love yourself, because what right do you have not to love yourself if you are of divine origin? I came from her, bloody through the dark moon, placed upon the earth on the new, fully realized yet a child. And the spark of her divinity, Diana's life force and grace, lives within each of us in mind, heart, and face. So Aradia was the daughter of Diana and Diana's brother, Lucifer. So with this, you have been doing a lot of hard work already with what you are feeling, what you're experiencing, but you've got more to go. You've got more work to do. You need to keep the work going to move forward. You've got the 8 of Wands, and it's about movement within your work, movement within your passions, and you've got the Knight of Cups here. You need to explore your emotions, your spirituality, like a teenager would explore all the world, and dive deep into things and see where you end up. It's about being curious and honest with what's going on. There's no problem with asking a question. Why, as adults, do we feel that we need to know everything when, as children, like, we don't? Unless you've been learnt something, you're not going to know it, or you've not experienced it. You won't know what's going on. So it's time to look at that divinity. Where do you think you come? Oh, study. There we go. Where do you think you come from? What's your beliefs? All that stuff. So study, yes, learning. And it doesn't mean necessarily going and doing an actual course. It might be that you need to do some reading or some meditation, or find a group that you can go and learn with. I don't know, say you want to learn mediumship. Find a circle you can go and learn. You don't have to spend a lot of money doing these things. You can spend a lot of money, but you don't have to. So if you wanted to learn mediumship, you can go and learn anything about spirituality by finding a group or a workshop or things like that. Listen. So the angels are trying to contact you. They're trying to answer your questions. Enchantment. And surrender and release. Okay. It's time to release anything that is no longer your energy. So I feel this is to do with you calling back your energy and giving up what is no longer yours. She's got this broken vase here. Okay. And it's time to stop holding on to broken things that belong to other people. It's time to release that and call back your energy. Release what's no longer yours. You got enchantment. You are very magical. You are very magical with that white unicorn there. There's a lot of magic around you and a lot of magic coming from you. So make sure that you, with this hierarchy here, you hold your ground and you do not let people try to tell you how it is, because your spirituality is your way. It doesn't have to be the way other people teach you. You can go and learn stuff, but you make your own spirituality. No one should be telling you how and what you should be doing. So you can ask how other people do stuff, but don't feel that you have to do things the same way as them. If you find what they do useful, use it. If you don't, change it. And anyone should respect you for that. Listening. The angels are trying to speak to you. So if you're trying to get answers from them, it is time to listen and try and ask them to show you in ways that, like, and maybe show you in your dreams, that type of thing. I've got study, learning again. Well, I hope that resonates with you. This reading will be up on TikTok and YouTube first, and then follow onto Facebook afterwards. If you're not watching this on TikTok or YouTube, please go and follow or subscribe on those channels, and you'll get them before they come up on Facebook. But please do like, comment, share, subscribe, save. Just tell me what you think, ask a question. I'll try and answer as honestly as I can if I know the answer, or I might be able to point you in the right direction. So I hope that resonates with you, and I hope you have a magical day when you're listening to this, and it looks like you're going to have a really magical month of August.